So last time we were discussing on the topic of biography, how to write biography. Biography means you have to write about the person's life history from uh, the birth to until the date. And on that time, whenever we are writing a biography, we have to mention what contribution they have done. Yes, what important things they have done for the country, for the society, for the welfare of people. You have to mention all those things with date. And date means what? You have to write down serially that date, not here and up and down, here and there. At first 1950, then after again 1940, again 1951, not like that. You have to write 1949, 1950, 1951, like this. You have to write serially. So this is about the biography. So I think you are much more clear about Ganesh Man Singh. Again, if you want to know something more about Ganesh Man Singh, then I'll share one video in your Google Classroom. Then you can watch that video to get extra information about the Ganesh Man Singh. Okay, later after this class. So today now we are going to talk about relative clause. Okay, before starting relative clause, I want to ask some question here. Okay, in your life you have met different people. Maybe your relatives, yes, you have met different people. Then among those people whom you like most, can you describe whom you inspire the most? By seeing your relatives, by seeing anyone, you get inspiration. You are motivated by them in a locality. Yes, so you have to describe one person, one person here, one person. Understood? By suppose you can say by using relative clause. Relative clause means what? Who, where, how, not how, who, where, or you can say that. That is a relative clause. By using the clause, can you describe the person? Okay, at first we'll discuss on about the relative clause. Then only you can easily say something about your favorite person. Okay, at first we are going to start about the relative clause. Okay, this is our unit 4 biography, and here the grammar is given about the relative clause. Now, what do you mean by relative clause? Let's see. Okay, relative clause give us the information about the person or thing mentioned. Suppose, for example, you can say she is a doctor. Okay, you can say she is a doctor. One sentence. Then she lives next door. Next sentence. Now you have to join these two sentences. You have to say she is a doctor who live next house, or you can say next door to my house. That means who is a relative clause. That means that because of who you get the extra information about a person. It tells us which person or thing the speaker is talking about. We yeah, clear this one. Next one, it's going two sentences to give more information about something. This one, just now I give example. There's two sentences. You have to join that those two sentences with the help of relative clause. So let's see what are the relative clause here. We For relative clause, we have to use the relative pronouns to introduce the relative clause. Like I can say who, which, where, when, and that. So who, as you know, is used in person, which for things, where for place, and when for time. And sometimes you can use that also in things and people, but somehow it seems like informal. Suppose you can say one example here. I bought laptop. Okay, I bought laptop last week. I didn't like that one. There are two sentences. Now you can say I bought the laptop which I don't like now, or you can say I bought the laptop last week that I don't like now. You can use which and that both, but that seems a little bit informal here. It's better if you use which. Okay, same example I've given here. I live in a city. I study in the city. Now you have to join these two sentences with I've joined here where, because this is talking about a place. I live in a city where I study. The next woman is a doctor. She lives next door. woman who lives next door is a doctor. That means because of this who, you are getting information more about the woman, about that subject. So this is about the relative clause. But in this book here given, you have to just use only we, who, sorry, who. You have to use only who. This is about the relative clause. That means who, where, which, that, when. That is the relative clause. And because by using uh, relative pronoun, you can join two sentences. And some there is, you can say, you can use that relative clause after subject also and after object also. But here in the book we are using only who, so it's better if we use after subject. The after subject means what then? Just now the same example here. A woman is a doctor. She lives next door. The woman who lives next door is a doctor. The woman is a subject. Now you use who. That is after the subject. You have used who. That means relative pronoun is used after the subject. Or sometimes they written that. Okay. The woman is a doctor who lives next door. That means this is used after the object. The woman is a doctor, whole sentence here, who lives next door. That is used after the object. This is about a relative clause. So just now I asked here, you have to say something about the person whom you inspire, whom because of that you are inspired, you get motivation from, you are motivated. So you have to say something about those person. Okay, now at first you want to try. No one. Okay, I think, okay, Priska, at first you start. Priska, are you listening me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Say something about the person, yes, whom you inspire or you are motivated. You can any relatives or any the person you found in your locality.
Ma'am, can we tell about our family members?
Yeah, okay, that also.
The man who is a businessman uh, as well as officer is my father. He is the
Yeah.
person who inspired me the most. Uh, Whenever I have a problem, he always helps me with my problem. Similarly, he's always there to motivate me when he gets time. Not only that, he also helps me with my studies as well as different types of things such as projects, etc. Uh, he also gives extra information about the things which is not necessary, but it can help me whenever I have any kind of work in my life. So he's the one who inspires me the most.
Very good, Priska. It's really nice. Thank you, Priska. Okay, now next here I want to ask Sunishit, are you there? Hello, Sunishit. Okay, now I want to ask from your Supreme. Supreme, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Say something about the person by saying you are motivated.
The person by which I am motivated is my father.
Hmm? Good.
I am motivated by father because he always uh, seen my studies and help me in the studies. Whatever I don't know, he give me the answers and teach me how to do. And he always helped me when I was in the problem.
Yes.
I'm
Okay, thank you, Supreme. It's better if you use relative clause like who, where. Okay, anyway, it's nice, Supreme. Thank you, Supreme. Okay, next now I want to ask from your Gaurav.
Uh, the person in my family who inspires me the most is my father. He helps me when I need him. Uh, uh, my father is very helpful. My father
Yes.
helps me while I am doing homework, and my father helps me when I have different problems.
Okay, thank you, Gaurav. Okay, this I want. Okay, Utsav. Utsav, are
Yes,
you
ma'am.
listening? Okay, now your turn to say something about. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. The person who motivated me is my father. He
Hmm?
helps me with my studies. Whenever I'm in problem, he helps me. He's a very helpful person.
Hmm?
He knows what is
Yes.
the difference between right and wrong, and he also teaches me.
Okay. Thank you, Utsav. So
Thank you,
nice.
ma'am.
Okay, last I want to ask here, mm, Prisma. Prisma, are you listening? Hello, Prisma. Okay, I want to ask here from Dilasa. Okay, Dilasa, now your turn, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, say something about the person from who you get inspiration.
Ma'am, the person who inspires me most are my parents. They are the one who takes care of me. They teach me some good manners, which really helps me to learn many things. And also,
Hmm?
when I'm any difficult situation, they helps me. They gives motivation and inspirations to do everything. So they gives me inspiration.
Okay, thank you, Dilasa. Okay, just now, yes, you have told something about the person from you are inspired, you get motivations. Yes, that's really very good. So, whenever you describe the person, it's better if you use the relative clause like who. Yes, you can say my father, who is very gentle, who works in office, he is my inspiration. Like this, you have to describe by using the relative clause. So I think here almost all have got book. Once if you have got book, then once see the page number 39. Page number 39. So here given. Now make one sentence from each of the following pairs using relative pronoun. Relative pronoun means already I told who, where, when, which, that are the those are the relative pronouns. So according to the subject, you have to use those pronouns. For person who, for place where, for time when, and for things you can use which and sometimes that also. That's the thing. Okay, now here, Arya, have you got book?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if you have got book, then please read out the question number A here, page
A
number
man
39.
ans- a man answered the phone. He was my uncle.
Tell me the answer also once.
A man who answered the phone was my uncle.
Yes, very good. Thank you, Arya. Okay, now Nirvik, do you have book? Do you have book or not, Nirvik? I'm not listening you properly. I'm not hearing. I think there's a problem. So thank you, Nirvik. Okay, next Yojana. Do you have book, Yojana?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then read C number one. C
A
number.
lady who, a lady who wrote Jivan. Ma'am, what is that?
Jivan Kada Ki Phul.
Jivan Kara ki full. She won Madan Puraskar in 2010.
Okay, tell me the answer also.
The lady who wrote Jivan
Kada.
Kara ki won the Madan Puraskar in 2010.
Thank you, Yojana. Okay, last one I want to ask from here. Okay, Salina, you're raising hand. Okay, Salina. Okay, your question is last number one, J number.
People meet me at the party. They were friendly.
Which question you are studying? I'm asking to study J number one.
The number one.
Yes, J number one.
The lady is Aranan's sister. She is delivering. The lady is Arman's sister is delivering a speech in the front of large crowd of people.
Okay, thank you, Salina. Okay, once Prasan Rukaya, yours. Do you have book?
No, ma'am.
No book. Okay, Supreme has book. Yes, Supreme, do you have book?
Yes, ma'am, I have got the book.
Okay, then same number, J number one story.
This lady is Ananda's sister. She is delivering a speech in front of a large crowd of people.
Okay, answer.
That lady is Ananda's sister who is delivering a speech in front of a large crowd of people.
Okay, good. You can say this lady who is Anand's sister is delivering a speech in front of large crowd of people. Also, you can say. Anyways, good. So this is about a relative clause. Here you have to use only who only. So relative clause also there are two types. One is defining relative clause and next is non-defining relative clause. We'll discuss this one in the next topic here. This is given simple one, so I taught simply. So next our topic is here about writing about CV. Now anyone can tell me what is CV? CV. Anyone? What do you mean by CV? Okay, Kelvin, what do you mean by CV?
CV means the something that contains personal details.
Yes, good. So CV, that means curriculum vitae. Yes, that is about that means what? That is a paper, yes, which contains your contact information. That means your personal information. Then after your educational background, then after your professional experience, what type of job you have done. Then after any experience, any interest you have got, then that is mentioned in that paper. That is known as a CV, and this is necessary whenever you are applying for the job. It's important. According, how do you make your CV? Yes, the CV should be catchy. That means it should attract the people, so that because of CV also sometime you will be able to get the job. It is important while you are applying for the job. So let's see what is about the CV here. Okay, given CV. CV is a you can say the curriculum vitae. It is a detailed document highlighting your professional and academic history. Academic means your educational background. That means you can mention from your SE plus two, then after your bachelor and after master, then any order left, then you can add there. Then it summarize your professional history, education, skills, and achievement. Achievement means sometimes you are awarded, sometimes you get the honor, you are respected. You can mention that also in CV. So mostly what things are included in the CV. So at first, important thing is your personal information. Personal information means not too personal, but there should be the contact information. That means at first your name, then after your date of birth, then after your contact number, your email address. That is mostly important thing. uh, Personal information means you don't need to be too personal, you don't need to say everything about your personal life. You can say this is the contact information, how they can contact you by email, by your mobile number, by your landline number, how they can contact you. You have to write that one in the CV. The next one is your education background. Means understood. You have to start from SEE, uh, then after plus two, bachelor and master. But it's better if you write from the master level. Then after your professional experience, that means if you have done work job somewhere, you gain the experience there, you can write about that also. Then next one is your uh, award and honors. Already I told this one. The next is a hobbies and interest. That is optional, but according to the job, yes, if in the job there is mentioned that there is something qualities require some time. On that time, if you have got something interest like these hobbies, then you can mention that also. Okay, now at first personal information. Just now I told you don't need to be too personal here. Just include your full name, contact address, phone number, email address. Enough that one. Even you don't need to put that date of birth also. Now education background. It includes your education experience in a chronological order with attended date. Now what does it mean? So it means that whenever you write a educational background, you have to start in a chronological order, means stepwise. You can write from SLC also, SE also, or you can start from master degree also. Which one you have got the highest one, you can start from there also. Now with your attended dates means when you have attended exam. Suppose SE, when you attend in this year you have attended, that means you can write 2077. Then after which grade you got your A plus B plus, you have to mention that one. And next thing is that from which university or from which school you have attended that exam. You can mention that institution or university also. The next is a professional experience. Professional experience means if you are connected, if you have done job somewhere in any company, in any organization, then you have to mention that with your job title. Job title means what at first? Job title means, suppose, okay, for easy example, in bank there is a cashier, yes, manager, then after what, loan manager, yes, there are different type of category there. That is a job title, in which work, in which title you have worked. Suppose assistant, then after cashier, manager, which one? You have to mention that one. Then after date, from which year to which year you have worked there, much, how long you have done job. That means 2 years, 3 years, 2.5 years. You have to mention that, fix one date. And you have to write the name. First of all, you have to write the name of organization, then after your job title, then after uh, how long you have done there. You have to write that one. That is about a professional experience. That means if you have got more experience, then you can add, you can list down those all the experiences there. The next is a award and honors. If you are awarded, if you are respected by some company, organization, or any you can say trust, then on that time you can list down that also. You are given, list the award name followed by year awarded. That means on which year, which award you get. Suppose here given Maran Puraskar, you got Maran Puraskar. Then in which day? 2020, 2019, 2016. You have to mention that. And who gave you award? Which organization, which company, which trust gave you the organization? You have to mention that also. And next is given here details about award. Details means now this award is given in each 5 years, in each 1 year, to whom it is given. You can describe a thought about this award and honor as well. Finally, here given, include relevant skills and qualifications. Just now, that is, you can say interest and hobby. This is a separate skill section. This can include both hard and soft skills. Now, okay, first tell me hard skills means what, soft skills means what. Already I have studied in my OBT. Hard and soft skills. Hard skills means any skills, any training you have got, you can add the training also there. Suppose you have got a computer training, language training, you can add that training also. That is a hard skill. And soft skills means you have got leadership skill, then after decision making skill. That is a soft skill. So according to the job, yes, if in the sometime there is mentioned in the job that you need a leadership skill, you have to got the communicative skill. That is a soft skill. Sometimes in the job that is mentioned, so you have to require that also. You have mentioned that also. And if you mention those things in the CV, then it makes your CV very catchy, and it attracts the person or the HR manager, that means who is taking the interview of you, attracted toward you. So these are some of the things of the CV. So are you clear about CV? Or you can say CV means, you can sometimes there is given the resume. Resume and CV are almost same. It is says resume also, but in resume you don't need to say all the detailed information, but in CV you have to write all the detailed one. That means your personal information, educational background, then after what you say, your interest. And last thing I've mentioned is that there in the CV I forgot to write there, that is a reference. Now what do you mean by reference then? Anyone can say what is reference? Mostly in the CV you have seen the reference. Reference means suppose you have already done job in one of the bank. Yes, suppose for example bank. Then now you are trying next job in the next organization, next company. Then if they want to know something extra about you, then they can call to the person where you have already worked. So you have to mention their company name, their company name, as for company name, and the name of that person, and the number of that person also should be included, so that if they want to get more extra information about you, then they can call you. Or sometimes that the thing that in the region mostly sometimes to show that you will put the fake information also, even you haven't got the experience, but you put keep there, yes, just to make your CV long, detailed one you make. On that time, sometimes to cross check, they will call. That's why you need two or three reference there. Two is suitable. You have to put a two reference number. That means the people of that company or organization. You can say, okay, suppose for example, Swastika Nakarmi, Miss Swastika Nakarmi, in which company here, you have to write the name of company. Suppose, okay, first, sorry, first Miss Swastika Nakarmi, manager, then okay, Nepal Bank, like this you have to mention there. That is a reference. Understood? This is about the CV. So any question, any confusion about the CV or not? We'll discuss if any problem, we again discuss in the next class also about CV. Now, can you make your CV or not? Sarina is doing yes. Anyone? Is there any confusion to make a CV? Can you make your CV or not? No, Nirvik. It's too easy then. Just you have to write your name, your contact, that means your mobile number, your contact email address. Then after any specific quality you have got, then you can mention there. Then after your educational background. It's better if you put in a table that one. And you can see in the book also, they also give an example in page number 43. In page number 43, there is given example of curriculum. That means curriculum vitae, that means CV. So likewise, you can make your own CV. So it's better now your assignment is to make your own CV. Understood? And okay, now listen. So your education background. Just now you are starting class 8. There is no education background. So imagine and write down. Imagine and write down.
Fake information.
That is not fake. In that only, I'm not talking about that one. Just okay, simply one you can do. Your father one make it then. There is no fake information then. Okay, your father one CV you have to make. There is no fake information. Their date of birth, education background, personal experience, all you can include there. That is not fake. So is it okay or not? Sandesh, is it okay or any problem
It's
in this
perfect.
one?
Ma'am, it is
Perfect. Yes.
perfect.
Yes. Perfect. So all of your assignment is make a CV of your father one then. Okay, just I want to see what type of CV, how you design the CV. You can take the help from the Google also, YouTube also there. Okay, so do you have any problem?
No, ma'am.
Can you make yours? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Thank you, Sudeep. Thank you, Sudeep. So this is about making CV. That means your personal detailed information. So I think our time is almost going to over. So for today, I have to say bye bye and do your assignment properly
Bye, ma'am.
and have a nice day.